Chapter 390, Welcome to Chowder's World. It starts with me, Lainey and Lincoln cooking in the kitchen. Lainey, thanks for helping me with this project for school guys. Lincoln, no problem Lainey. To the viewers, Lainey has a project at school and we're helping her with it. Me, to the viewers, her class is having a food fair and it's also having a contest where the winner's best dish will be added to the lunch cafeteria menu. Lainey, to the viewers, that's right. Thanks to everything we learned of our global trip we're making 2 dishes. Lincoln, I'm making a dessert. It's a new pie called banana cherry cream pie. Me, and I'm helping Lainey make my favorite dish from Italy, chicken cacciatore. Lainey, mine too. Lincoln, let's get out our family cookbook. Me, okay. I open a cabinet and in it was a huge array of cookbooks. Me, wow. Mr. Lin has a wide selection of cookbooks. Lincoln, that's right JD. Dad is a great chef and he has a great job at the Aloha Comrade Hawaiian Russian fusion restaurant. Me, I remember that. I was about to pick a book when I saw a book glowing. Me, hey? This book is glowing. I pull it out and put it on the kitty table. It was a book called Chowder. Me, Chowder? That's a silly name for a cookbook. Lincoln, I've seen a cartoon named Chowder and it was funny. Me, I've known that show for years. It was funny. Lainey, let's see this book. Me, okay. I open it and it had a page that was a pop-up page. Lincoln, that's cool. Me, it's a pop-up page. This book is also a pop-up cookbook. I've known pop-up books since I was little. But that was a long time ago. Lainey, it sure was. Suddenly the wind blew inside the house and we were being lifted up. Me, hang on guys. Just then Melody, number 1, Alexis, Spider-Man, Danny Phantom, Clyde, Ruin, Ed, Static, Mickey, Katie, Sora, Goofy, Tara, Ronnie Ann, Raven, Carrie, Leslie, Eddie, Cyborg, Carmen, and Panda King came in too and they were sucked into the book with us. We were inside Marzipan City. Me, awesome. We're in Marzipan City. Lincoln, that book took us here. Number 1, that book you got must have been a doorway into this world. Lainey, that's what we knew when we came here. Danny Phantom, this is so cool. Clyde, it sure is. I didn't even know books could do this. Me, well people have often called books as doorways to the world of imagination and knowledge. Leslie, that's right. Ashley, this is so cool sis. Me, let's check this place out. Eddie, okay. We walked around Marzipan City and it was a beautiful city populated by anthropomorphic animals. Tara, this place is awesome. Carrie, it sure is. Raven, I think I saw this place long ago. It's really cool. Cyborg, it sure is cool. Goofy, gosh but how will we get back? Me, my guess is that we were called here for a reason. Lainey, I have a feeling you're right JD. Spider-Man, same here. We walked around and saw some great buildings. Then we saw Mundall's Catering Company. Lincoln, I know that building. That's Mung's Catering Company. Mickey, it sure is a cool building. Carmen, I wonder what they serve there. Suddenly we heard crashing and screaming and we saw a snail car coming toward us down the street driving the wrong way. Carmen, what's wrong with that driver? Alexis, I think he got his license on the back of a cereal box. Lincoln, that's the oldest cliché in the book. Me, it sure is. The car crashed into the back of the restaurant and we saw a blind old bird man come out. He had glasses on and he was blind as a bat. I grab him and lift him up. Me, what the crud is wrong with you sir? It's like you can't see anything in front of your own face. Bird, I'll get the groceries for you dear. Me, this bird is deaf too? Lainey, can you find out what's wrong with this guy? Lainey, I sure can. Lainey walked up to him and put her finger on his forehead and used her magic to show us what his brain looked like. It showed that his brain was all totally screwed up completely. It was like a shriveled up raisin and had sparks flying out of it, and wires were sparking, and his brain was wrapped in barbed wire and razor wire and has a bunch of screws falling out. Me, geez. This guy is one screwed up nutcase. Static, what's wrong with him? Lainey, he's a patient from a mental hospital. Carmen, how do you know that Lane's? Bird, I love you too, sweetie. The Marzipan City police came. Eddie shoots blaster at the cops chasing them. Mung, Chowder, and the roast boast eat this. Coppers. Spider-Man, Eddie, are you trying to get us thrown in jail? Eddie, nope. I'm trying to keep us out of jail. The cops came out and pointed their guns at the old bird. Chief Hoagie, you're under arrest. Me, he's all yours, officers. They arrested the bird and he was thrown into the wagon. Chief Hoagie, thanks for catching him for us. He's extremely dangerous, crafty, vicious, stinky, a meanie and a bad boy. Here's a flyer. He handed me a wanted poster. Me, reading, wanted, Cecil Hockley. Considered armed and extremely dangerous. Caused a huge amount of destruction to Marzipan over the course of 12 years. How can a man like him cause all that destruction? He's blind, deaf, and his brain is all screwed up. He doesn't belong in prison. He belongs in either a nursing home or a maximum security insane asylum. Carmen, yeah, he can't even see anything in front of his own face. Panda King, and he can't even hear anything. Luan, he's a bird of a screwed up feather. Laughs, get it? But seriously, he belongs in a mental hospital. We laugh at Luan's joke. Me, laughs, that was a good one. Chief Hoagie, laughs, that was funny. Clyde, that sure was. The police left. What is going on out here? We saw Truffles. Me, Truffles. Truffles, well, if it isn't JD. Knudsen and his friends. Lincoln, nice to know that you all know us here in Marzipan. Truffles, what are you all doing here? Me, that's what we were wondering ourselves. We got sucked into this world from Lin Loud Senior's kitchen, and I think we were called here to solve Marzipan's problems. Truffles, that's interesting. Mundal and Chowder arrived. Ronnie Ann, cool. Chowder and Mungdal. Carmen, you two are awesome. Mung, JD. Knudsen and his friends. It's an amazing honor to have you all here in Marzipan. Chowder, I read a lot about your adventures and they were amazing. Me, glad you guys know us. Lincoln, it's cool to meet you guys. Truffles, where have you been, Mung? Yelling, you were supposed to be back 2 hours ago. Tara, Mung, are you gonna let her talk to you like that? Eddie, yeah. Her voice is as loud as someone grinding their fingernails on a chalkboard through a megaphone. Me, like this? I pull out a chalkboard and my right hand grew claws on it, and I pull out earmuffs and put them on and pulled out a megaphone. I had the megaphone pointed into Truffle's ear at point blank range. I scratched the chalkboard and it made the most horrific sound ever known. Truffles, screaming, make IT stop. Make IT stop. Mung, Chowder, and the rest of us had earmuffs on. I stop and take off my earmuffs. Mung, Truffles, this is for your own good. You need to realize that I am the man in charge. Truffles, what? I will never let you be in charge of my restaurant. Me, then you need another lesson. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. But you left us no choice. Luan, Eddie, gelatin her. Luan, you got it, JD. They then tied up Truffles and gagged her and put her in a giant blue gelatin. Luan, look at Truffles getting jiggly with it. We laugh. Me, laughs, that was funny. To Truffles, And Truffles, you are not coming out of there until you learn the error of your ways. This is Mun's restaurant, not yours. He cooks the food and makes the orders, not you. Chowder, I never thought I would say this, Truffles, but you have some serious problems. Mung, that's right, dear. You are a loud monster that's completely out of control. You abuse Schnitzel and you overwork him to the brink. You need to cool down. Schnitzel came out. Schnitzel, rata rata. That's right, Truffles. Me, now you stay in that mold and think about everything you've done. Then Panini came. Panini, hi Chowder. Chowder, I'm not your boyfriend. I grabbed Chowder. Me, whoa. Chowder, what's wrong? Why don't you like Panini? Chowder, she has a mad crush on me and she wants me as her boyfriend. Lincoln, come on Chowder, it's not that bad. Panini would make a great girlfriend for you. Chowder, you really think so? Ronnie Ann, we know so. Lincoln and I were boyfriend and girlfriend before we met Cody. I started dating Cody. Lincoln, I found out after I met Lily 222 years ago that when my sister Lori marries Bobby that his sister Ronnie Ann will become another sister to me. Chowder, that's interesting. But do you really think that Panini would be a great girlfriend? Carmen, we know so. Static, it's true. Chowder, well if you think so I suppose. Chowder walked up to Panini and he kissed her on the lips and it was the best thing that could ever happen to her. It was now official. They were boyfriend and girlfriend. Mum, I'm so happy for you both Chowder. Chowder, thanks Mum. Sniffs something. He was sniffing the ground and he started digging. Me, I think he's looking for something. Chowder came out and he had something in his mouth. Me, what you got there Chowder? He gave it to me and it looked like a crystal. Me, boo. What a crystal. Mung, let me see. Mung licked it and he screamed in happiness and his head became Bubbles' head. Bubbles, wow. That's sweet. Mung's head changed back. Mung, Chowder. You just dug up a sugar sapphire. Sora, that's a pretty stone. Mung, it sure is. They're hard as a rock until you bake them. Then they become the sweetest dessert you ever tasted. If we had more of these we would be filthy rich. Me, wow. Those stones are worth their weight in diamonds. Lincoln, and diamonds are worth more than gold. Soon we got digging and we dug under the city until we found the motherlode. Mung, oh my gosh. We hit the motherlode. Sugar sapphires were all over the cave room. Suddenly stomping was heard. Luan, what was that? Mung, I'll go check. Mung popped up under someone's kitchen and he knew who it was. Mung, we're under Endive's kitchen. Back down everyone, back down. We were 10 feet down. Mung, this is bad. The sugar sapphires are on Endive's property. We have to figure out how to remove them or else she'll be the one that's stinkin' rich. Me, I know just what to do. We'll provide the distraction while you guys get them to your place. Mung, perfect. Me, let's get her. We jumped out through the floor and stood ready to fight. I put the tile that we came out of back to hide suspicion. Number 1, let's stand ready guys. Me, right. We were ready to fight. Thunderous footfalls were heard and in came Endive. Endive, well who are all of you? Me, perhaps you heard of us on the news or in the headlines. Endive, ah yes the famous JD. Knudsen and his friends. I've heard so much about all of you and your achievements. Lincoln, let's give you the ultimate food fight. Endive, if it's a food fight you want then it's a food fight you'll get. Laney, let's do it. Endive, give me my sugar sapphires right now. Me, how did you know we found the sugar sapphires? Endive, I have my ways. Ed, I've got a better idea. How about you go, censored by someone farting, yourself. Everyone gasps. Endive, Angry, what did you just say? Ed responds to this by turning into Edzilla and roaring in Endive's face. I throw a watermelon at Endive and it hit her right in the face, and we bombard her with watermelons until she was knocked out and completely covered in melon. Endive groans. The sugar sapphires were all taken back to Mung's catering and we made some huge upgrades to it, and Mung was now made filthy rich. Mung's catering company received the best reviews by critics and more. It was now the best restaurant in the world and in Marzipan. We also brought Mung's enemy Ruben to justice. They also decided to have an eating contest. Cyborg, Chowder, and Ed had pie and more, and Ed won. Me, well, I think we're done here. Chowder, but what about truffles? Lainey, she's gonna have a lot to think about before we let her out of her gelatin prison. Truffles, you can't do this to me. I'm part of this kitchen. Number 1, don't worry. We can have Panini replace you. At least she doesn't yell all the time. We laugh at her. A portal opened up and we went home. The Chowder book now serves as our doorway to Marzipan. Lainey's dishes won the contest and they were added to the menu of the school. She was given a trophy for the contest. We had a feeling that Marzipan will need us somewhere in the future. The end. Another fanfiction complete. I loved watching Chowder and it was a funny show from November 2nd, 2007 to August 7th, 2010, and it was a great show on Cartoon Network. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for the chapter. Thanks for that, man. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time. Chowder is owned by CH Greenblatt and Cartoon Network.